use green then. You like the color green? All right, so I'll use green. Pastor Alan Green. Yes, you're always around also. I mean, it's like Mr. Dr. Dawes, are you gonna have us on your team now? Paid, a second job. Think we are here. And I save Mr. Clarke for last. Deputy Speaker of the House of Parliament and Member of Parliament for St. James Central. And of course, the teachers, students, my colleagues, community members, and other persons from the Universal Service Fund. Good afternoon. I bring you greetings on behalf of Mr. Aaron Samuels, Superintendent of Police, Commanding Officer for the St. James Division, who is unavoidable absent. And I know you're looking on the paper and seeing his name, and I said, how come is a lady talking? Yes. So I am here representing him and the division. So of course, the Universal Service Fund is around for quite some time, and they are not selfish. And I must say they are not selfish because it's a partnership, it's a marriage which they will not, no one will seek to divorce with the government, right, Mr. Dawes? This marriage will continue. And the tagline has indicated, but we have to look beyond that, internet access for everyone. And what do we see here? We see the adult and we see the children. So it's not about just children, but the adults need the service. The adults need the service. Why? Because they too need to help their children. They need to understand the children need the service for research, for educational purpose, and everything like that. Even sports and entertainment, it is good. But since COVID, we realize that the use of the internet or the Wi-Fi is more prevalent. COVID had taught us that we can stay at home and work from home and get a lot of things done. And so it continues. I know students have their homework. They don't have to go to the library anymore. Or if the parents don't have any internet connectivity at home, they have free Wi-Fi. But we say free. Free doesn't mean just free. It costs money. And therefore, you must take care of it. You cannot allow persons who want to use it for another reason. Use it for illegal stuff. And I must say, some of them to chop the line, eh? Want to know that. We don't want them to be using it for that. And then encouraging the youngsters, the younger ones, to be a part of it. This get rich quick mentality. It doesn't work. And the Wi-Fi is here not for that purpose, but for educational and entertainment purpose. And I know you will agree with me. Are you in agreement? Oh, no, in agreement. All right, thank you. All right, so therefore, we want you to be a part of this. Well, you're already here, so invite others. So we want you to know the station commander. We want you to know the numbers, you know the police that works at Mount Salem. Why? You need to get their numbers. You need to report crimes. You can't just sit back and enjoy, don't be prisoner in your own home. Crime is happening around and you are going to say, I can't go to the station, or I don't have any credit, I can't call. You need to know the numbers so that you can send them a message and say, officer, this is happening here. Remember, the life you save may very well mean the one of your loved one. You don't know. So sometimes people see crime happening and they're saying, oh, I'm not really business, huh? You may not pay attention to that. But when it reaches your doorstep, that is when you need help. And so the Wi-Fi will help you. So you can't say anymore that you don't have any service, you don't have any internet, you don't have nothing. Now you have the opportunity. Go and meet with the staff up there, get their numbers, and ensure that you report crime in the area. The children are our future, and let us build on that. I thank you.
Thank you much, DSP McIntosh. Gail, at this point in time, I'm going to bring the man of God to bring greetings to us. He already did a lovely prayer. I'm already feeling covered and safe, but he needs to address the audience once more. So Pastor Alan Green, please come to the stage. He looks surprised, Pastor. You know you have to address your people, man. Make him feel welcome.
Good afternoon once again, everyone. For those who don't know, I am a son of the soil, born and bred. Yes, Heroy, born and bred right here in Matches Lane, Rose Heights. And some of us are too young to remember that there was a mango tree right in the middle of this field. And we used to play a lot of football field back then. But of course, I bring greetings on behalf of all the citizens here. And I trust that those in their homes will really express appreciation for what's happening here because it is long overdue. And of course, we promise that this internet access will be protected and will be used for the betterment of all mental faculties development. That's the development of the brain. And so once again, we want to thank the Universal Service Fund for the goodness that we are seeing today. And of course, the Member of Parliament, the Councillor, and all other stakeholders. God bless you, everyone. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you very much, Pastor. So at this point in time, I'd like to bring our councillor for the Montego Bay Southeast Division, Mr. Arthur Lynch, to bring greetings. Councillor, please make him feel welcome.
Afternoon, everyone. How are you feeling this afternoon? Kids, how are you feeling? Children, children? Children, children? Master of ceremony. Pastor Green, Chief Executive Officer of UNICEF. USF, my bad. All right. Dr. Daniel Dawes, our very own Community Development Officer, Mrs. Grant, Harvey Grant, Madam Principal of the Rose Heights Basic School, Mrs. Medley. In our midst, we also have to acknowledge Mrs. Steele from the Barracks Road and also Mrs. Anglin from the Colonel Lee Avenue Primary School. Or ever so active Deputy Superintendent, Mrs. Gale. And last but not least, our Member of Parliament, Mr. Heroy Clarke, the man that has a lot of plans for this constituency of St. James Central. But with that being said, you also have, they said behind every great man, there is a strong woman that supports him. And I have to give acknowledgement also to Mrs. Clarke beside. On behalf of the students of the Rose Heights Basic School, the residents of Rose Heights or Montego Bay Southeast Division, I must express a hearty thank you to the Universal Service Fund, not only for the first time being in Rose Heights, but they have been in the constituency on 4 other occasions, and this one will be our 5th occasion, where they are now giving free public Wi-Fi access to all members within the space of St. James Central. Students here at the Rose Heights Basic School will now be better able to access the Wi-Fi without the need to have plans on their tablets and on their cell phone while performing their learning activities here at the Rose Heights Basic School. In this day and age, technology is in fact the way of the future. Once again, I just want to say a big thank you to USF to continue to bring in the futuristic development to the local citizens across Jamaica and the various community, especially to this community in which I'm the representative for. Sir Dawes, thank you for putting these measures in place under the government of Jamaica and for us to access via any means necessary. You see, Rose Heights is a place where you can live, work, and raise your family. I must say thanks again to all for participating here at this historic launch.
Thanks much, Mr. Lynch. So, at this point in time, we have an item from our host, the Rose Heights Basic School. So, Rose Heights Basic, we're inviting you to the forefront. Where are My little babies. Oh word, they want to sleep. The hard day of learning for the future. All right, just have them stay right here as well. All right, so we just had a medley of choruses. You know, we experienced God's love. We know that Jesus is on the telephone, and we're able to tell him what we need right now so that he can take care of all our needs. So, MP and Councillor, we're just going to be doing a handing over to these beautiful babies who are the future.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, good afternoon. Right. I want you to understand that what is happening here is not a mere formality. I- Please understand, parents in particular, that the government of today would have spent millions of dollars to provide you with this kind of service. And MP will tell you later on that he has so many other areas that he would want to outfit with this service. But let me indicate or say that you are blessed and highly favored, Roseites. You are blessed and highly favored. By extension, let me say that this internet service here is one of the most powerful. Mr. Director of Project, am I correct? Yes, one of the most powerful amongst the hundreds MP that we already launched. We only hope that the facility will be used for the intended purposes. And so it is, I must commend your hard-working member of parliament. Hard-working. I know all of them. I know the lazy one them, and I know the hard-working ones. And people not fool. Pastor, people no fool. People know who I work from who I waste time. Everybody want to be called member of parliament, member of parliament. I don't want the people work. But that cannot be said about this member of parliament. Work very hard. Give him a big round of applause. And when you look at the last results of something, him come out big, 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 big. Pant up. If not by chance. And no by chance. Show me your work. And this is the man. He has a very powerful support. What a lady good. MP, the lady is so respectful and responsive. See everybody here. Stand up, let me see. Stand up, stand up. Mister, give her a big round of applause. Proper woman. Proper. Hard working. And so, we will appreciate it, madam. The MP started as a councillor. And in 19 something, he was the only councillor on this side of me here. On him side. You see. And God bless him and elevate him. And he became member of parliament. Member of parliament 1 time. Member of parliament 2 times. See it, yes, sir? LLB man. Give him a big round of applause. And today, as we speak, he is Deputy Speaker of the House of Parliament. Give him another round of applause. Son of the soil. And he come from Westmoreland, you know, Westmoreland man. From my parish. But I am proud of him. Very proud of him. Oftentimes people look at us, superintendent, and figure say, I saw we born. We never born, so we never grow up so. Poor family we come from. Me walk barefoot at Salamar Town. You don't know Salamar Town. Me know. Walk barefooted in down there. Uptown Darling Street. But hard work, purposefulness, fear of the Lord. Because people feel so them is a go and so I don't know that there is a God. And parents now send people to Sunday school no more. And Sabbath school. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Of wisdom. Wisdom. And I'm going to preach now. But let me invite at this time one of the hardest working member. If you look at the result last time, or enough. On for him side, enough. Because of hard work. He landslide. Give him a big one of applause and he comes to us at this time.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Good afternoon, everyone. No, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I get something, you know. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, kids. Let me extend my sincere gratitude to Madam McIntosh Gale, Madam Harvey Grant, Mrs. Medley, and I will never ever forget my very good friend. And I heard by way of the grapevine that she is working on the doctorate, Principal Anglin. She's right there. And my very, very good friend, man of the soil, Reverend Alan Green. We go way back. A whole lot of people don't know, so we run up and down right through Rosite. When down there so did name Copen. You understand me? The whole of Rosemount Gardens I did Copen. So we are from here. My very new friend, Madam Steele. We have forged a relationship, Madam. We will continue to do our best. I see my very good friend. She wearing pink fingernails today. Yes, that's you, Mrs. Wallace. I notice I'm not getting anything out of the music department. I hope you're not allowing the instrument to gather dust at Farm Primary. We need to hear them using it. And you know, we have that big celebration coming up sometime in June, around about June, July. We need them to play some music, allowing the Prime Minister and the Minister of Education to realize and to notice that what they may be hearing about Green Pond and its surrounding, we have some very good prospect going on the positive side. To my very good friends from USF, led by my dear friend, you hear him talk? Dr. Daniel Dawes. We have trod this road. As you will see, the journey continues. I don't expect this to be the last time that you will be coming to the constituency. But as time goes by, my counselor, Arthur Lynch, is a youngster. I used to make sure, you know, back then, we never have Wi-Fi. We barely did have one little community phone. But he's one of them that I used to make sure that in the afternoon, we as bigger brothers used to make sure that them see them do them homework. Yeah, boy, when me used to cut in little skin and say, go inside. But he has come a far way. He has come a far way. He has been walking in my footstep. I am very, very proud of him. I don't want to raise him head too much. I don't want him head grow. I want him continue to do the work whilst I'm not there. I see a lot of faces that we love so dear. And Ms. Hutchinson, I never know that you have become a teacher or you're just a parent here today. You're just a parent here today. That's very lovely of you. And for all the parents that are here with us, we want to say big up to you. You know, because Salt Spring is so far on top of the hill, and you have to travel so far sometimes, we don't forget them, you know. But we always say, boy, tomorrow we go up there. And tomorrow come, we say, tomorrow we go up there. But let me also extend a very, very warm welcome to you, madam, carrying the flag high for Salt Spring. We're coming to Salt Spring, you know. What you say, I better make sure you hear that, Doc. The lady, they make sure no else me can go back and make it up. But let me continue to extend appreciation. And at this time, you would have heard the men before spoke of this lady. I too want to lend my voice and to say how appreciative, me glad, me thank the Lord. You know them sound in there? Me thank the Lord. Yes, that he has given me that person who gives bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, that has, you know, funny enough, we had a custom broken practice started way back, and that's what really put the food on the table. And one morning I woke up and I noticed that she didn't get up before me. I said, maybe she's tired. But the next morning, the same thing. The third morning, I said, so you're not going to work again? She said, no, she give up the work. So I said, who they going to run the business? She said, Raman, that is a nephew of ours. Raman will take care of it. I said, then what you're going to do? She said, I am going to make sure that the constituency remain under your leadership. Trust me. It's a blessing that I get the chance at the extent of the government, because I am the rep for the OACP EU assemblies. And so it takes me out of the country at least 6 times per year to Africa and Europe. But whenever I am gone for the 2 weeks, I don't even have a bask, and I know that even when I'm here, it is in good hands. So I get to play a lot of dominoes and cricket. You know, so I have to say thank you, madam. That don't mean if you push me off of the bed, you know. But today we are here not because of myself or her, but really because of you, the people of Roseites, the children of Roseites. Because we understand the stigma that is attached to Roseites. And it is one of my wish. It is one of my prayer. It is part of my task, as long as I am here, to do everything reverent with the help that we can get from the church, from the police, from USF, and from any other entity, SDC included, to work towards removing that stigma that is attached. And so we will continue to work relentlessly to afford the comfort to this generation, because we may have lost some, but we're not going to lose all. And so I want to say to parents, children, the internet service is coming. And I keep hearing people say free Wi-Fi, and I really don't like the connotation free, because everything that you get, there's a price. Somebody has to pay for it. And so we want to make sure that you use it wisely. Use it purposely. Because remember, them never have a car come here and could have bring it somewhere else. But the fact that you have somebody that is looking out for you, you now have to say thank you, not by words, but by action. Use it wisely. So in this section of Rosites, nobody can say them never have no internet, so they never get the homework done, Miss Anglin. Exactly. Miss Steele, you can tell them, say yes, you go up there. And it was established. So no excuse. But parent, most of all, I want you to be your child friend, but more so, their parents. So many things I was browsing through. And the high schools in Kingston are on the alert. You know why? It's not because a storm is coming. It's because the gangs are rising up in the school. They're having one of the largest chaotic situation at the transport center in Kingston, halfway through. You think it is adults? It's little children. And what we have come to find out, Madam McIntosh, is that in our high schools in Montego Bay is a breeding ground, the nursery for all of the big gangs them, whether we like it or not. And so, parent, are you by the phone get the pitney? Uno check the phone them, because some things where them having on them phone, you'll be surprised. That's a communication. You know, if you go to do again, a child can play a game with somebody in Timbuktu and them talk on the phone just as if they're on the play field. Them playing football or them playing any game, and the conversation is had because of internet. Digital transformation is taking place. And don't worry, think say it is one way. It is two way. The predators are out there. So guess what? Now that we have the Wi-Fi, more of the children phones, they are going to be picking up. And so they are going to be doing a lot of stuff. Parents, pay attention. Youngsters, I know you're not responsible. And yes, them know things and bright and everything. But we are responsible for them. There's I heard somebody said it earlier. Not because, oh, yes, it was Deputy Soup that said it. Because I know my pitney, it happened too. I'm not going to speak up. We need to speak up. We have internet now, so if we don't have money on the phone, we still can send a message to the police. It is better. It is better for you to be labeled as an informer than to be known as a mourner. Remember me telling you. There's an old saying that my grandmother used to tell me. Today for me, tomorrow for you. Anything that happens to me today, rest assured it can happen to you tomorrow. Don't wait until the man come to pick your orange. You don't make the police know, say, I him did pick Pastor Green mango yesterday. Let us keep our community as clean as possible. And when I say clean as possible, it's not just physical garbage. Intellectual mental garbage. We must get rid of it. We must tell the man next door, say, a full time. I am elated. I am happy. The council would have said 5 times, one handful, that USF has been in our constituency. We hope for the other hand, but that is hoping. I know that once they, one by one, we're picking them off. One by one, we're picking them off. And Rose Heights is very large, I should let you know. And we understand that the band goes in a circular way to a distant. And so in another time from now, when I get the call from you to say that you're coming again, I will say there's another section of Rose Heights. So we're moving up to meet the one that is at Farm Heights. So we can go over to Rosemount Top, and we can go down to Green Tank and just comb the entire area. But once again, yeah, man, Salt Spring is going to be on it. It's definitely going to be. And Flower Hill is next, so we're coming down from the hill to meet up again, and I see Green Pan Hand going up. Doc, I'm begging you, farm primary and infant, because we have one of the most beautiful edifice of our early childhood institution. Just got it done. We are supposed to cut the ribbon for September morning. So I wouldn't mind. I know it's kind of tight. But if it is that we could, yes. And to God be the glory now. It is great things that he has always been doing. It is by his grace and his mercies that we continue to survive. And we pray that your life will be of good health and strength, right, Madam Grant? Right, good health and strength. And once he has good health and strength, then his mind will be so of a flourishing and a blossoming flower that he will have a bud on it for farm, primary, and early childhood. Once again, I want to say to all of us, do enjoy the services, but be mindful, be careful, and be responsible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, MP Clarke. So at this point in time, we have a special giveaway, the Universal Service Fund. We will be donating 10 tablets to students from the various primary schools that are in attendance. Not only that, your member of parliament saw it fit to add an additional 4. So Rose Heights is actually very special. So instead of 10, you will be receiving 14 tablets today. So put a big round of applause, man. That big, only place go and get 14, right? So at this point in time, I'm going to ask Miss Horton to just call the names. You're going to come to the front, and the dignitaries and Dr. Dawes will be handing over the tablets to the students. Candice.
So first up, we have Akeem Appleton from Salt Spring Primary and Infant School. Next, we have Jamari Watson, Salt Spring Primary and Infant School. No. 1 minute, sir. I don't believe this is for him. This is from
Next.
the one that on the floor is not for them. Yes. Yes.
All right, look at the camera. Great. Clap him again.
Aleja Stennett, Albion Primary. Yes.
All right, look at everybody look ahead. Look ahead, please. That is it. Yeah. All right.
Christina Gentles, Albion Primary.
All right. Look, look ahead now.
Nathan Atkinson, Green Pond Primary and Infant School.
Nathan, come smiling. All right, look forward.
Abigail Gregg, Green Pond Primary and Infant School. Abigail? I guess she's not here, so we'll skip that. Alex Reed, Farm Primary and Infant School.
Everybody look forward. Look at me. Yes.
Janelle Mackenzie, Farm Primary and Infant School.
All right, look forward, look up, smile. All right, good to go.
Joanna Faulkner, Mount Salem Primary and Infant School. Not here? Okay.
This way, smile. All right, great.
You will be collecting the other one. I'll give it to you after. So that would have been for Shelley and Daly, Mount Salem Primary and Infant School. So moving on to the others, the four, we have Tiana Everett from Barracks Road Primary.
All right, look at me. Look at me. All right, we're good to go.
Majesta Watson, Barracks Road Primary. She could walk right there.
Majesta come smiling. Yes. Yeah, everybody look at me, look forward. Majesta no stop smiling. I like it.
So we have Demoy Cunningham from Corinaldi Avenue Primary School. Smile, man. Smile. Last but not least, we have Danny Williams from Corinaldi Avenue Primary School.
And we are good. All the students who receive a tablet come to the front, please.
Right, everybody. I come to principal.
Which project did they? Yeah, man, when you come. Abigail Gray.
Free tablet.
One more time, eh?
One more time. Free tablet.
I'm just getting news that Abigail Gray is here. Thank you.
Look at me and smile. All right, Miss Gray. We made it in time. All right. So again, we just distributed 14 tablets. So all that was said about the member of parliament is exceptionally true because we came with our own tablets. And Mr. Clarke said, yes, they're all his tablets, right? So at this point in time, we're going to invite Miss Georgina Hutchinson to move the vote of thanks. Miss Hutchinson, Georgia. Georgia. Please make her feel welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to say a big thank you to the Universal Service Fund, the technical personnel, the IT personnel, Mr. CEO, Dr. Daniel Dawes, Pastor Alan Green, who brought the Lord presence here today. Thank you, sir. Um, the principal of the Rose Heights Basic School, Mrs. Opal Medley, representative of the SDC, Mrs. Harvey Grant, our protectors, the police, DSP McIntosh, Gail, and other officers present, the teachers, the students of the 7 primary school in the constituency of St. James Central, the Mount Salem Primary School, Albion Primary School, Salt Spring Primary, Green Pond Primary, Farm Primary, Barracks Road Primary, and the Kernaldi Avenue Primary School. The teachers and children of the Roseites Basic School, and to Bada for the work he did to get the place ready today for this event. A special thank you to the councillor, Mr. Arthur Lynch, and to the hardworking MP, Member of Parliament, Mr. Heroy Clarke, Deputy Speaker. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for this Wi-Fi. We know that education is a must, and with this, all the children and community members in the surrounding will benefit from this venture. So I want to say a big thank you to you all.
Thank you, George.
George.
Thank you very much, Georgia. So at this point in time, I'd like to thank you all for coming. So we're going to be doing the unveiling of the sign. So I'm going to we're inviting all the dignitaries, all the students that took part earlier, everybody to just come out, and we'll take some pictures and videos.
Universal Service Fund. So we tell them, we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Alright, want to bet? Everybody has to get internet. No community access point. Connection could a day or night. And we've got public Wi-Fi, hotspot, and a touch you training, we got that. Enabling those in need, connecting us to technology. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you.
Often leftover medications which persons share with other persons who may have the same ailment. Dr. McGowan also cautions against this practice.
In order to completely eradicate the bacteria you're looking at, you actually need to finish the recommended course. So even though you feel better after 3 days, the recommended course is a week, you should finish the week. Many people will take 4 days and keep some for the next time they think they have the same thing, or to share with somebody else who has a similar complaint.
Internal medicine physician at the University Hospital of the West Indies and the Cornwall Regional Hospital, Dr. David McGowan. Locally, steps are being taken to ensure more responsible antibiotic use, with stewardship programs being developed at the University Hospital of the West Indies and the Cornwall Regional Hospital.
The programs seek to enhance the monitoring of the medicines, including prescribing patterns and practices, proper storage, and administration. The objective is to improve how the medicines are prescribed to ensure that they are used by patients only when necessary and appropriate. That's all we have for you on this week's Get the Facts. I am Warren Bertram. Thank you for listening.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Nationwide 90 FM, continuing the tradition of fair, fearless, and factual reporting.
Follow the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development on Instagram and X at LocalGovJA. The time by the ministry is
5 minutes after 9.
You're inside the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.